Good day to you. I'm looking for the Cumans.
I don't care about such nonsense, but Lord Sameen or Captain Gnarly might know something.
Thanks. I'll ask them. I'm looking for the Takeoff blacksmith's cart.
Loads of carts come past here. Try asking Captain Gnarly.
Thanks.
And watch yourself when you go into the... We've got some wedding guests from Moravia. It's still a while till the wedding, but them...
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? No, I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Sameen is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you frae. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yurko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that. Prepare to fight.
Don't take any of this shite, Yurko.
Wanker!
I'd crush him even more!
Bring him!
Fuck you! Come on. Oh, you wee
What in
bastard!
the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takeoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Sameen's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yurko is shit-faced, and your son
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir. So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we...
No.
Take it easy, son. So, do you know what to do?
Actually, this Yurko, and
They're Lord Samin's kin. They're fine as long as they don't...
only they're from Moravia, so they're never far.
But what can I tell you, lad? Each to himself. Besides...
And you, sir?
Well, son, I wonder if I haven't made a mistake about you. If you haven't figured me out...
No, I just meant, what exactly is it you do for Lord Semi?
I'm the captain here, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you what a captain does. As for my name, it's a nickname. Lord Samin's... When I joined his service as a young fella, I took my... I was used to it. And more than once, I broke many a hard skull with it. And it's still in one piece.
You're lucky you didn't turn out to be Captain Knob.
Or Captain Headcracker.
I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad?
I'd eat and drink my fill.
I hope Lord Samin didn't hear you. He'd be none too pleased to hear you want to...
Beg your pardon, Captain, but that's what most...
That's an unspoken truth, son. Unspoken, mind. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't ya? He'll be coming to the wedding. Stick with him, and maybe he'll take you with...
I'd like to go...
Wouldn't we all, lad?
I'd eat...
I hope Lord...
Beg your...
That's an... Anyways, stick with him.
We should probably get going.
That we should. But it's getting pretty late. We need daylight for a search like that. Come back in the morning and we'll set out. If you want, stay here. You'll get a bit of grub in the kitchen and you...
Sir, is there a group of Cumans camping somewhere?
Yes, unfortunately. They set up camp right next to the nomad. Try asking Bojana, the herb woman. She might know something about... Maybe try Natan, the shepherd, down past the village. He knows every stumper.
I'm ready to set out, sir.
All right. Stay close to us and don't go wandering off.
As you say, sir.
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Kharkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskovich.
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Kharkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskovich.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskovich ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. Yurko in the cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. Even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I knows. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
Young Henry here gave Yurko a nice hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd have to get up early to catch them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy fight.
Look here, lad. If you're such a champion, I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old man like myself.
I don't know, sir. I'm not sure it's a good idea.
Well, lad, that's tough. Since no one cares much what you think right now, there's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
So, we're here. Gnarly, tell the youngster here what's what.
All right, son. You're going to hold on, Mo.
What weapon will you get?
What would you like?
I believe the quill is mightier than...
Is that so? Next time you meet a fella on the road who wants to rob you, you can run.
But what I meant was...
What do I care? Just say, you can have my cudgel. It might be just a...
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get...
So, young'un, are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
What do you say, son?
I'm no...
That's true. Anyways, you can keep that old junk here, but take care of the old fella.
I will, Captain.
Everything all right, eh?
I needed that. It's good to stretch the limbs every now and again. Don't worry about losing, lad. You've got some talent, I can tell. You should come to the courtyard, and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come in. We've got a nice arena in Samid. It ain't no abandoned pig pen.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein, it's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trotsky.
I'm from Silver Scallops, sir.
Aha! Now I understand why you're here. You're not the first one to flee here from the war.
I don't flee from a fight, sir. I have work here, and a lot of scores to settle.
You want to get revenge for what happened back home? That usually doesn't end well. You'd be better advised to find yourself a well-built girl, build a cottage, and visit the church and the tavern in turn. There's no helping your dead anyway.
That's nice advice, sir. Only women will tie you down, lad. Better to go and see a bit of the world. You're doing the right thing.
What a cheap old nag.
I heard you're in need of money. Aye, true enough. I need...
So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here, if the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village, and I'm really not in the mood today.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that wagon.
And Henry, not a word about me.
As you wish, sir.
Bloody rain. I'm sorry.
Master Bailiff, can I ask you about something?
Ask away, by all means. Wait now, aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah, I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that cart.
You saw them?
I did, a few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening so fast, they were dropping sacks of charcoal.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin. And you're looking for them?
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semin on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble now. On account of the wedding, you know?
It seems you have a lot of concerns with that wedding.
Of course I do. I'm the father of the bride, after all. Lord Semin would be happier if I paid all the bills, who's invited, what there'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything.
I understand. But isn't it just that the groom's family is more concerned?
That's not it. I'll tell you what it is, only I've got coin. While he's trying to keep...
You ought to calm down, Master Bailiff.
You're right, of course.
I understand.
Do you know anything about Radovan's hired hands?
Only what I've told you. But to tell you that...
Why's that?
Well, they might look like butter. That pair have mischief.
That'll be all.
God bless. What would you like?
Well then, young man.
I didn't say a word about you.
There's a good lad.
They were spotted here, sir. Going to the east.
So to Yichin. The bastards.
Oh, they were driving so fast, it was falling off.
The thieving scum. Let's...
Sir, I can send a message to the Yichin captain.
Oh, it'll take too long. We'll go and get the...
Should be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir.
I will. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. If I had been right into Yichin and the Dorothy's head in the traffic... Everett, stop wandering off. You won't wait for you forever.
Won't you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
I will. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. If I have to choose between riding to Yichin and listening to Dorothy's endless fussing, I'll take Yichin any time. Besides, there's a nice inn along the way, the Three Cats. We can spend the night there.
I remember that place, but I'm not sure, sir, if they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
Oh, gnarly, that was 15 summers ago. God knows if the place is even still standing.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to Yichin. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. They might have been ambushed, maybe.
Will you give over with that? I'll bet my braves they weren't ambushed. More likely we'll find them boozing at the Three Cats.
That'd surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go, then. So, St. Anthony.
Sorry, sir, but that bastard gave me the slip and lost me in the rocks.
Christ, Henry. Oh, well,
Well, the main thing is we got the cart back.
to hell with the cart. I just hope that scum won't go boasting.
I think he'll keep his mouth shut.
Why do you think that?
Just a feeling.
What about Gules?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to... you did a good job, youngster. You've got heart. And so you don't say I had you clambering over these rocks.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me, you deserved it. And now, let's get that accursed cart back to some... We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop you off there, and you won't have far to Tarkov. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible about what happened with...
What's gonna happen to that other hand?
We'll see. He was tied up, and he swears he's innocent. I'd like to find out what happened.
A ride would be great. My legs are sore.
Wait until you're my age.
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear. It's all Vence's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Gills.
Shut up, Francie. You both told me you'll bring me the cart, and then you try to fuck me over.
A thief robbing a thief. What a world.
I'm still a nobleman, if you don't mind. So I'm not a thief. I'm a robber baron.
A thief's a thief.
Where are you taking us?
To Sameen, where his lordship will hear you out and decide what to do with you.
I hope you realize you can't execute me just like that.
That depends. By rights, I should send a plea to the royal court to ask if we can behead you. But in these shitty times, nobody will give a toss. And parchment's expensive. So as far as I'm concerned, I'd happily take the risk and cut your head off without permission.
I can see how much you respect the rule of law here.
You're quite the joker. Invoking the law, are you?
And what will happen to me?
What do you think? If they'll execute a nobleman, they won't think twice about a hired hand.
You never know, Henry. Lord Sameen is merciful. Maybe this whimpering will soften his heart.
But I ain't whimpering. I'm just trying to tell you how it was. I swear on my soul.
Is that supposed to soften my heart? Every good-for-nothing I dragged to the gallows swore on his ma. Nobody with any decency would risk his mother's immortal soul, even if he was pure as the driven snow. But this arsehole don't think twice about damning her. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
The captain's right. Only the lowest of the low swears on his mother.
Ain't it grand you're here to make that clear for us? And now shut it, the two of you. I don't want you poisoning the air with the shit you spout. Right, we're in Troskovitz. This is where you get off, Henry.
Thanks a lot, Captain.
Don't forget to go and tell Radovan what happened, so he can stop worrying.
Will do.
And drop by Sameen sometime. You may be wet behind the ears still, but you're a laugh to have around.
Thanks. You're not bad yourself, for an old fart.
You're not too old to get spanked, lad.
doing, strolling about without a light? What are you doing? I won't have you causing trouble here, laddie. Cough up some coin, or we'll report you to the bailiff.
Wait, we can come to some agreement, can't we? I was just fooling around. And I certainly didn't want to upset you, of all...
Well, that's true, and I'm sure you also know I won't be so lenient next time. Everything's there. Nothing's missing. I apologize. Greetings.
I need something that'll put animals to sleep. Project.
Did you get tired of blacksmithing and take... I just happen to know of something. I used a concoction that will put even a startled mare to sleep. But the recipe is an old blacksmith's. You're in the trade, so I can tell. Listen up, then. You take some poppy and thistle and boil them in oil.
Oh, damn. That's complicated.
Are you yanking my pizzle?
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Semi.
Whew. That's a relief.
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to Semine, and they were wondering there too where the wagon got to. So we rode out to look for it. Me, Lord Semine, and his captain, Gnarly.
Well, God's nails. And the three of you?
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia, along with the cart and the...
Indeed. Where else? The bastards.
They hauled Franzi off to Semine, and I couldn't tell you how he...
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turn.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, so now it's yours. It's been through a bit.
Thanks. It'll come in handy.
Young Lord Semine's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in...
I haven't seen Agnes.
Pretty doesn't do her justice. She's a And how about you, lad? Have you got some...
No, Master Blacksmith.
Good for you. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a... So you have to show them you're a man who's worth... Old Semine wants a special sword for...
Excellent. So what...
Hold your horses. It can't be any old...
A blade of first-class steel.
That's right.
Ah, I see. We don't have any...
God's nails. You really know your stuff. And you're right. We don't have the steel...
I'd like to know where you're going to get your...
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens, and folks say they saw this interesting broken sword. From the description, it seems our...
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better.
See now?
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has people from far and wide used to go to him for remedy. I even heard he made a pact.
With the devil? Why would the hermit make a pact with the devil?
No idea.
What strange goings-on?
I heard something in the tavern about some...
Where can I find the hermit?
Do I look like someone who goes... I know he has a hut somewhere in Apollonia, but you'll have to ask the Truscovit...
Right. I'll try to find... In return, you'll get me invited...
If it means so much to you, go and see Betty from the Truscovitz Tavern. She knows all the... She'll definitely tell him what... But Henry, if there's any truth, the best sword in the world